Anyone that's watched me over the course of 10 years knows that I don't typically get into personal beef. I simply don't have the energy. I don't want to swipe at other creators. I don't want to get into drama. I don't do it. But today I have some beef. And my beef is with YouTube. So I'm going to get to what happened here and how it is a example of something greater. But first, I want to tease something coming later on in this video, and that is what is in this box. And yes, it does tie into the rest of this video. So first, let me get to what happened. YouTube recap. This is I believe this is the first year they've done this, where they summarized your past year videos, what you've watched, much like Spotify does, much like Apple Music does. The gaming consoles do this as well, where they just break it down by genre, break it down by channel, what you've watched the most, all that stuff. Something is missing in everybody's results, and that is political channels. So I'm going to show you my results because it irks me in a way that it's not just about the fact that we are all missing from these results. It's what they replaced political channels with, at least in my case. So for you may be different. And actually, I want to hear in the comments below when you do your YouTube recap, it should be through the YouTube app. I want to know if you see any political channels at all and what your top results are in replace of that. Because here are mine. AI and machine learning is apparently my top interest. I'm going to get to why I think that is there, but you will have a hard time finding anybody else in the world. At least, okay, let me bring it down a bit. At least in the space of people that are on the computer all the time, who have less interest in AI and machine learning than I do. I've had debates with family over AI about me not caring at all. I do not use it. I do not care. I actively avoid it in most cases. I simply don't care at all. Yet somehow YouTube appears to think that AI and machine learning is my top interest of the year. Now, my assumption here, I don't know, this is just my theory, is that since clearly politics and news was going to be the top, and I'm guessing here that YouTube made a directive on this recap AI algorithm, whatever they used, to not include politics, that they instead decided to replace politics with themselves. So they put AI into the top result instead of politics, because in no other world does it make sense to have AI anywhere in my top 1,000 interests, let alone top 3. So the other two make total sense. I watch a lot of gaming stuff, hockey stuff. Top channels are sports and gaming. But again, I spend a hell of a lot more time, because it's my job, spend more time consuming content from places like Democracy Now!, CNN, MSNBC for research purposes, from CBC News, from Majority Report, Hassan Piker, Francesca Fiorentini, Humanist Report, on and on and on. That because it is my job and I have to consume it, that's what I consume. Yet somehow it's not in the top 3. It's nowhere on the list. In fact, if we keep going through the results here, my different sides: tech savvy, game focused, and sporty. Okay, the last two again, yes, make total sense. The only thing tech savvy is, I'll watch the occasional video about a camera or something, but this is not anywhere near my top. But again, I assume it's connected to the fact that AI machine learning is the top result here. But also, top channels, it's all sports and gaming. Not a single political channel to be found. We just apparently don't exist, according to YouTube. And this gets to my biggest issue with all of this. It's not even just about the recap. By the way, I'm going to get to some response from people online that had the same sort of results. It's not even just about this YouTube recap, because it's, whatever. You want to not include us? Okay, fine. It's the fact that this is how YouTube treats political channels on this site. To them, it's better if we don't exist, because it hurts their ability to advertise. It hurts their ability to have good PR. There have been, stories after stories over the years of mostly right-wing channels, if not all right-wing channels, saying something insane that an advertiser caught, and it turns into a big story because there was an ad on it while they were being a complete lunatic. That has happened several times, and it ends up hurting channels that are trying to do honest work, that do research into that honest work. And even if you maybe not agree with my opinion all the time, I show you where I get my information from. I show you what I base it off of. I link to my sources below the videos. Like, it's impossible for us to do honest work on this platform and get treated with any, even near a sliver of the respect that any other vertical on YouTube does. When it comes to, gaming, tech, beauty, sports, all of them uplifted, shared around. I get comments constantly on my channel, on my videos, from people saying, I haven't seen your videos in my feed for months and I'm subscribed to you. That happens all the time to me, and it happens to others in this space. This is not an issue for other people. And if you go into the back end, and some of the stuff I don't think I can show publicly, but when I go into the analytics on YouTube and it tells you how people get to your channel, search is like 5% of the results. People don't find me through searching up topics, meaning we are actively suppressed in the algorithm. So the only way people discover a video of mine is if it's shared, usually externally, on another social media site. On Reddit is how a lot of these videos end up getting viral, because YouTube itself is trying to actively suppress our existence. This gets to just this last slide I want to show you. Not a single political channel apparently exists in the 300 plus channels that I watched this year. This is all sports and gaming. Absolutely hilarious. So some of the reactions online when I posted this on Blue Sky and Twitter, Ray writing here, there's definitely something wrong here. Either you, Secular Talk, or Somewhere News had to show up on my recap, but were completely absent. Confused Beluga writing, it labeled my top category as luxury travel and listed 3 channels I'm not subscribed to and watched maybe a handful of videos from one of them several months ago. Politics didn't come up at all, despite it being my most watched genre by far. Cream saying, I watch Kyle Kalinske every day and his channel appeared 0 times in my YouTube recap. Very sketchy. He's by far my most watched channel. Fried Flamingo writing, I watch Majority Report every day and it didn't show up at all. Old Gen X man writing here, I saw this, just watched it, and yes, all political content that I watched was not shown, but it did show channels I've never heard of. Wabi Bebster here, writing, I almost exclusively watch political content, and I got tech and AI, cultural commentary, and history. And Pierre writing, it labeled all my political channels as diversity. And C. Trisky, it's to keep blowing into the bubble, so it looks good on the quarter sheets. People are loving AI slop. That's all people are watching. Invest more billions. I included this here because this has to factor in somewhere. When Google or whoever it is goes to discuss how popular and important AI is to the future, they may very well bring up something like this and being like, a lot of people had AI and machine learning as their top interest. Got to put more into it. When this is not, this is simply not the case. It is so, it's offensive. It's one thing if you replaced me with, I don't know, beauty channels. Okay, fine. I'm not into politics. I'm into beauty. Cool. You replaced me with AI literally in your recaps. Fuck you. So this gets to what's in the box. I am going to be doing at least one live stream, likely more depending how it goes. Patreon. So Patreon apparently now does live streams, or I should say enabled live streams. So I can live stream right to Patreon, therationalnational.com/join. I will link to that below the video. That gets you to the Patreon page. You could also go to patreon.com/therationalnational. So I'm going to be doing a live stream on there. Just the first one will be off the phone, just be simple, but I can actually connect my entire setup to it and do more in the future. But on that video, or I should say after when it's posted, if you comment, and you could join for free, but future live streams will be paywalled after the live goes down. So the VOD will be a paywall to the Tommy Douglas tier. So that is the $7 tier on my end. Depending where you are in the world, it may be different for you. But go there, sign up, and I will be giving away this mug. which is a Rational National mug. There you go. That's how it comes out. I don't have autofocus on here, but it's a very nice mug, as you can see. Cool mug. So I will be sending a link to a randomly selected person that comments on the Patreon page on that video, on that live stream video, and I will send you a link to go and get your mug, because I got to start building stuff outside YouTube. Like it is insane to me how we have been treated, and I'm laughing because I'm saying this because I hate talking this way. I hate talking about myself. I hate trying to discuss, anything apart from the actual news. But the reality is, it's crazy. The amount of work, not just me, but people like me that put into our videos trying to inform people, and how YouTube treats us. I don't even have a channel manager. I have over 700,000 subscribers. There isn't a single human at YouTube that I can talk to. That's insane. I did have one after I got 100,000 subs, and then YouTube a year later, they moved her to a different job, never replaced her. I can't get into contact with anybody at YouTube that's a human, which is like, again, unheard of in any other industry. Talk to any channel that does gaming, does tech, does beauty, whatever. They all have channel managers, actual humans they can talk to. I can't. Many people in my space can't. So again, there's just constant examples of how we are treated differently compared to every other industry on YouTube. And it helps a lot if you can support the channel on Patreon. And I want to be doing a lot more content outside of YouTube on Patreon. So check it out. Hit the subscribe button here, but also go and subscribe for free on Patreon. And if you are feeling generous and you are able to, please support me on there as well with money. It would help a hell of a lot. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe, and check out some of the other videos I have on this channel.